Hey everybody, it's Willow and welcome back to my beautiful beaded journey. Doesn't this scene look familiar? Do you remember when we made anklets from these beautiful bead ropes? Well, I am back one more time because we're going to do it again. So yeah, they go fast. And so I want to just make up some more and have them ready, and that is where we are, and that's what we're going to do. Let me begin by clipping this end off, and there we go. And we will begin with certain way you gotta do it so you can unravel it. Looks like a big snake, doesn't it? Okay. There we go. And now, first thing I want to do is put on a crimp. We're going to book it on these. We're going to get some of these done. This is the fun part of owning my store. Most everything in my store, I'm going to say a good 40% of everything in my store I've made myself. And I enjoy doing it. So, crimp that. Burn it down. There we go. We're going to pull this up over. Hopefully we'll move right along with these. Hopefully. Got off to a good start. Let's hope it stays that way. Guys, had the Milky scared out of me. Okay. So this would go from there to that green one. I'm going to put this right here. Now we need one of these. Then we need one of these crimps. These are some of the best crimps I found. Pay a little bit for them, but I love them so much. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Here's one. That went really well. Let's move on to number 2. Maybe you get 2 in a set. Well, that went on really easy. And now we'll do this one. Little Ty had to come out and join me again. Perfect. Now let's crimp that one. And we will burn it. I honestly don't know anyone else who buys lighter just for jewelry making. I don't smoke. But I do like candles with them, so yeah. They are a useful tool. Awesome. Right there. Perfect. Awesome. See, when these get going right, you see how easy and fun they are. Now we take out this and we let the bead slide down to get 10 inches. And we measure it from this line. We put that orange bead right on that line and we go right off to the edge. So it'll be right to where this maroon one is. We pull all these back and we clamp it so they don't, no more comes off. We go up here and we cut this. Trying to get it down as little as I can. But I still got to make sure I got a good grip on it. Perfect. Now we put the crimp on it. Crimp cover and then the crimp. Well, I really thought that was going to fight me. I really did, because of how frayed the edge is. I am shocked. Crimp it down tight as I can. Perfect. I don't know if I can cut any more off this, but I'm going to try. Oh, I guess so. Let's burn that down if it will. I think that's about as far as it's going to go. Okay, well, where are the tweezers? We know what to do here. We just curl it out and take it right down inside that ball. Just like that. Perfect. Now let's crimp this. Y'all are my good luck charm. We got our second one done with no problem at all. Look at that. First set is complete. First set is complete. Beautiful. Let's move on. So let's come down to here. We want this first. Perfect. Then burn it. Not hard work. I think it's just more or less tedious work. What do you think? Perfect. Perfect. Uh-oh, what happened here? There we go. So from the white to the green, right there. Now we're going to get this on again. It's fun, isn't it? You probably don't watch a whole lot of people who make beaded jewelry just repeat and repeat like I do. Well, that's because my little channel is structured different. The things I make go into my stores, and and this is also a healing journey for me. The fact I get to put in my store is a bonus. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let's close this. I don't like the way that one went. Look at that. Can I undo that? Yeah. Check it. Okay, perfect. Okay. Here is the second one. So we got one set. We need to make another one to go along with that one. I do these kind of like in an assembly line. I was just thinking. How funny. So, Don and I have joined a watercolor group. And I've always admired watercolors. And I've always tried to dabble in them. wanting to learn to use them so bad because I just love watercolors. I think it's the most beautiful medium of art out there. But I've always struggled. No confidence in myself and just struggle. So we joined a watercolor group. Thinking, okay, we'll learn some things. This is going to be really cool. And don't you know it, people who are there, boy, can they ever watercolor. You can tell they've been at it for years and years. So grateful, so talented. And here's me. Even Don has some experience. And here's me just kind of like, so intimidated. But then, here's what I thought. I didn't come to compare my work to theirs. I come just to be a part of the watercolor scene, to get that vibe, to help me strive at learning and moving forward. And they will give us a picture once in a while. And we can either do it the way it is or do it our own way or work on something of our own. So the first one we did, I like to literally die. I have to tell you, I was so intimidated. The very first one we did was a couple on the streets of Paris at night in the rain with all of these buildings, 2-story buildings and shops and everything around them. There was no way I was going to be able to paint that, and I knew it. So I go into AI and I say, make me an outline of this picture and take all the people out except for the couple, this one couple, and do it in a watercolor setting. And it did. Then I said, okay, now just do me a sketch. Well, first it done the sketch, and then I had to do it in a watercolor setting so I could get an idea instead of a photo. And so I studied it for a little bit, and I thought, okay. And we go in there, and we got to begin painting this. Did I feel a little intimidated? Yes. Was it going to let that stop me? No, because I said no matter what I started, I was going to finish. And I was going to take this as a growth process, and keep it so I can look back on it. Keeping each one of them will let me see how I've grown, the process, the journey. And so I had done the picture, and for my very first one, it turned out pretty good. So then the second one comes along, and it is, she says it's peaches. Okay, peaches. We're going to do peaches. And I'm thinking, well, where's the line that goes down the side? The crack of life. Where is it? That's what I'm thinking. And it doesn't have one. And so, but I'm painting it the color of peaches, and someone in the group says, I don't think this is peaches. This is persimmon. I used Google Lens, and this came back as it is persimmon, as it matched it up. And she goes, oh yeah, that's right. I was going to do peaches, and at the last minute, I had AI to create one persimmon. So it's a persimmon. Green background, couple of greenish yellow and brown leaves, and then a persimmon. So I done the best I could with it. And lo and behold, my husband destroyed his. He was totally unhappy with it. But lo and behold, mine was doable. It was passable. Now mind you, my husband is the artist. I am not. So the next one, she gave us this picture of fall leaves with all this bubble effect in the background. But it wasn't watercolor, it was alcohol ink. And And she said, I was just trying different effects with AI, and this is what came up, and I really like this. And I thought it'd be cool if we all challenge ourselves to do this in watercolor. Yeah, sure. So I got it out. I looked at it, and I thought, this is just too busy. It's too much. This is going to overwhelm me. So I took just one little corner of it and enlarged it, you know, like a tree branch hanging down with the golden leaves and everything. And I enlarged it, and I watercolored just that one corner that I chose. And everyone thought, even the woman who created it on AI, she goes, I never thought of that. That was a good idea, choosing just that one corner. I said, yeah, it was too busy for me. She goes, yeah, that's what a lot of people said. It got too busy after I asked it to do it in alcohol ink. And she goes, so that's very good. So I done that one, and that one turned out really decent. I was proud of that one. Then the next time we went, I decided to take a picture of my own, have AI to turn it into a sketch, and I put it onto watercolor paper. We had one of those light up boxes, and I was going to paint that, and it was of my dog. Well, let me tell you, right from the start, too overwhelming. I don't know why I done that, and so I still have it. All I did was done a little bit of the cover around him, and I left it because I became so overwhelmed. So my husband said, just put it up for a while, and you can come back to it, and you can see, you know, keep that tight. You can see later what you want to do with it. And I thought, okay, I can do that. So that's what I've done. Instead of allowing myself to get all worked up over it, I've just put it away. And I'll come back to it maybe, you know, someday soon. But if not, it's safely put away. And it'll be there for when I am ready to do it. So then I went on to AI, and I said, create me a scene, create me a picture of two rowboats on the lake edge, secured half in water, half on shore, on the edge of the lake, with trees and cattails and all that. And that came back, and that's beautiful. But I haven't painted it yet. I put it in, I done it, I sketched up on watercolor, and it's there for me to do. I just haven't got to it yet. And then I told AI to do me a scene in my beautiful Ohio violets, because I miss them so much. And it did, and I painted that one, and wow, that turned out so good. And I'm thinking to myself, I might be learning something here. So then, you know that when you're waking up in the morning, that stage where you're half awake, half asleep, that's where I was. And I seen a basket of apples. And I thought, ooh, I'm going to sketch that. I'm going to sketch that. Basket of apples sitting on the table with apples around it. Leaves too. And a little sign that says 25 cents a piece. And I'm going to sketch this, mind you. I decided I'm sketching this. And I did. I sketched it. I'm not going to tell you about all the erasing that went on. And then I copied it with the light box onto watercolor paper, and I set out to color it, to paint it. I got the table, the first couple of coats on the table. I got the background. I started on the apples, and I'm doing yellow, green, and red. But I haven't started on the basket, and I only got the first layer down on the apples. And it's been a few days, and I've stopped because I started feeling overwhelmed. Told my husband I need some time just to look at it and think about it. So I set it up in the living room, and that's where it's been. Well, yesterday was watercolor group, and we didn't get to go because of doctor's appointments. You know, that happens. We're older. So we didn't get to go, and that was okay. And I pulled out my watercolor and I looked at it. Here's, do you want a watercolor? And I said, I'm thinking about it. And then I said, no, I don't think I'm ready yet. I would just like to wait a little bit more longer before attacking this. And so I didn't. Yesterday I didn't. What do I have here? Okay, so I got 2 sets. I need to create one for this. But here's 2 more sets. You know, and so I didn't. Well, I looked at this morning and I thought, okay, do I want to, I have a day off. And normally on my day off, I just do things for myself. You know, house is done, wash, caught up. I've done everything. And so it's kind of like a day off. Get started early in the morning, finish up anything I need to do for that day, just so I can have a day for myself. And that's where I am. And I decided, okay, do I want a watercolor or do I want a bead? And I looked at my watercolor picture, and I knew my husband already had a sketch he was doing for somebody. So then I'm thinking of my watercolor and my beading, and I said, I think I'm going to bead a little bit. I just really want to go outside and be out there and bead a little bit and maybe make some videos with it. And I need to make some, I want to go to those 1 beads that's been sitting out there, but since we cleaned up the porch, I really need to get to those and see what's there, and maybe make a mix to create for the spinner, because I really need to make some anklets, and that won out. So here I am. That's where I am. I'm out here with you beautiful people, talking and making some beautiful anklets. The redundancy of over and over again making anklets from bead rope that we made a while back. Is it worth this journey? Oh yes, it is. Very much so. Yes. So now I'll take this off, and I'm going to start moving some of these beads down. From here to that yellow right there. Ooh, I think it's one of Ipsy birds. There's some birds that come around here, and I thought it was Ipsies originally, but I don't know what they're called. But it sounds like they're saying, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's what they sound like, at least to me. So I call them the uh-oh birds, but I've seen them in a long, long time. The Ipsy birds come by a lot, but they don't do the uh-oh. I thought those was the ones originally, but I don't. I'm going to take this up higher. And right there. Squish. And woo, yeah. Oh, that ain't going nowhere, that's for sure. Okay. I know you can't just miss it. Holy, holy, hello. That is a crow. That is one of the hugest crows. Oh, it's wanting water. I gotta pause. I gotta go get water and put out there. So, hold on. Well, hey everybody, I'm back. I had to take out a big pitcher of water to give our feathered friend some water. So where did I leave off at? I went ahead and crimped this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. can this be uncrimped? Let's see. Might not be able to. Might have a little sun here for a few minutes, but it will pass by quickly. Then I got a blind up over there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Gotta cut this off. Try to put another one of these on. You hear the chimes now. I hope the bird knows, since the crow came and told me that the bird bath was out of water, that if they tell me, I'll feel it. But I don't always stop to think to check it. Sorry, crow. Okay. Perfect. Oh, and it's still locked. I was lucky there. Okay, here's another set. Love these. Am I still in? Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and do another. Lovely way to spend a Friday afternoon, if you ask me. So enjoying this. Alrighty. Burn that down. Perfect. Nice and steady. Now we'll move our crimp bead up. And hook this. Now let's crimp this down. There we go. There, let me... Hey everybody, I'm back. I had to take care of the little one again. He's old, he needs me. I don't mind. And I don't think you mind either, all the ones of you who have a beloved fur baby. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Oh, wrong way. Put two over there. And at the orange, right here. But I didn't let that go. There we go. Alright. Let's take this. Oh no, I had the wrong thing. There we go. Go figure. We still got two more bead ropes after this, but I'm not doing them tonight. And honestly, those ones will probably be done off camera. Okay. Okay. Perfect. I need to absolutely see how many sets are made. Here's 1, 2, 3. We got 3 sets and 1 there. So I'm going to move the sets over. And we got this one. Okay, what do we have here? Well, we got enough to finish this set, so let's do it. And maybe another one after. I do want to try to finish this rope. I'm not going to do the other 2 ropes tonight, but I do want to finish this one. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. think we have 2 more after this we can make. And then we'll be done for tonight. I'm going to try to push them through. Listen to them chimes. Now I put water out there. Now the birds isn't coming back. I guess they're mad at me. Okay. Perfect. Oh, look at you go. You act like a puppy whenever one of those things come around. You want to go after it. He's got a sore back leg from jumping after these geckos, these little lizards. I wished he'd stop. But he's a rat terrier, Chihuahua mix. That rat terrier in him's not going to let him stop. There was a time when he could run and run so fast that you couldn't catch him. He just looked like a black and white streak running down the field. He was so beautiful. He's still beautiful. He doesn't run like that anymore. He doesn't go and walks around the block in that hardly anymore. But it's okay. We will love him every single day from now until eternity. Told my husband, when that day comes, he already knows I am not going to be consolable. I will let that grief out, believe me. A friend of mine's facing out of her dog. I didn't want to bother her today. I'm dying to know how her dog's doing. But I'll see her tomorrow. She's trying to get over a cold at the same time. My heart's breaking, my heart's breaking. Flip this back and we can make one more, and then yeah, I think this strain's going to be done. Yep, I believe so. Let's get her done. This one's going to run into the grocery store. He's taken over doing a lot of those little errands like that since he's retired. Not because I've asked him. I think just because it still gives him something to do. okay with that. That's what he wants to do. I'm okay with it. He deserves to enjoy this time. He has served our country. He has supported 2 families. Yeah. So anything he wants to do is fine by me. He deserves it. You know, I go to watercolor class, watercolor group with him. And I go to we work together at the shop. And we go out and sketch together at the, I don't know, park. I asked him, did he want a bead? He goes, no thanks, that's all yours, sweetie. I knew he wouldn't, but he was so cute. No thanks, that's all yours, sweetie. But he tells me the stuff I make is absolutely beautiful. He loves color, though. That's why. And being an artist, he knows beauty. And making a beautiful bracelet or some earrings or a necklace or something, that's art. There's no one who can tell me this isn't art. You make it and you put yourself into it, your energy into it, that's art. Even construction work, building, that's art. The design of it, the building of it, the bringing it together. To me, that's all a form of art. Bits and pieces and make something beautiful. That's my way of thinking, and we need more beauty in this world. So I look through everything through art, colorful glasses, I think. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? From there to there. Okay. I need to take a check here and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one goes to this one. Okay. Yes. There we go. Perfect. So my son's got a new love in his life, my oldest. And we was talking today, since this will be our first Christmas together, and I really don't know all that much about her. We was talking today about possible Christmas gifts, and he goes, Mom, I have no idea. She doesn't ever ask for anything. She doesn't ever want anything. But I remember when she came into my store and got a free 15-minute session from our Reiki master. She loved it. So I decided I'm going to talk to my Reiki master and buy her a complete chakra alignment for Christmas. I will have Kelly Ilaris to create me a certificate or something, and then I'll pay her for it. There we go. But look at this. I just want to see. Look. No, there is just enough to finish one more. But then I would have to get started on another. You know what? I'm going to do it. This one's just going to be, just be put aside. But I'm going to do it. But this can be cut a little bit. Quickly as a bunny. One heck of a print bead, I'll tell you that. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, okay. I can say that a lot, can I? No problem saying that, do I? Okay. Here we go again. Here to here. Stop at the blue. And dump those few precious ones back into the mix. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since I can possibly have these ready to go into the store tomorrow. I'm going to take this and make one off of it as quickly as I can so that other one can have a mate. I think I want to use a small one off these. I need my big ones for other beading. So let's go here and we'll do this real quickly. Okay. Look, we had one of these left. It was meant to be. Perfect. Right after the black. Awesome. What the world? I have not had any problem with this until right now. Okay. What was this? Tell me I'm going to have to make one more. Let me set this aside first and see what I got here. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need to make one more real fast. I wasn't expecting it either. But I'm going to put these up in the store. I'm going to get them ready tonight. I'd rather just have everything there to do it with. Yeah, I would. Here. Looks like a snake. I gotta do this fast, and I mean fast. So here. Okay, let's go. Let's just do it. There we go, that one's done. 10 inches of beads. The little white one. All right, we're finishing up. Here, my birds. I hope to come back and get the fresh water we put out for them. Perfect. Okay. And there it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You gotta freaking be kidding me. There is no way. No way. Well, guess what? I get an anklet because I'm not doing it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1 set, 2 set, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like I have an extra one. Looks like this one's mine. I'm happy to have it. There you go. Look at all of those beautiful ones that we've made. Now these can join the other ones that we made on the wall of my store. On the door, I have eye hooks going all the way down both of my doors that fold out like this. And it's covered in beaded bracelets and anklets and some chokers. So there you go. Thank you for joining me on my beautiful beaded journey. If you stayed with me till this long, thank you so much. It is so, so, so appreciated. If you will, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and notify. You'll be told of upcoming videos. Also, no matter where you are or what you're going through, please hold on. Tomorrow is a brand new day and we all get to begin again. Please leave a comment. I really like to know what you think. If you couldn't hold on, that's fine. I understand this is probably a long video. With that being said, with much love and gratitude, stay forever magical. Thanks for joining me on my beautiful bead journey, and blessed beading.